Now, while we have a lot of things going on in this game already, like Gold to Mars event, which was released yesterday, featuring loot boxes, featuring special game mode, new premium tank, then update 1.20.1, which was just released as well like 1 week ago, introducing Japanese destroyers, what many of you are still testing out. Yesterday, they decided to add something else on the top of that, update 1.21's common test server, and today, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you to the common test. Update 1.21. Let's see what this patch is or has to offer for us. For example, Steel Hunter Reborn game mode. This is the reworked Steel Hunter or another version of the Steel Hunter game mode. I'm going to talk about that. Then Frontline 2023 is coming back, what many of you have been waiting for, and also with a brand new map. Yes, Frontline is going to get a brand new map over there. Service record page update, which seems to be a bit buggy right now, what many of you guys have been saying, like their rating has been dropping massively, even though it shouldn't, you know. They are increasing the rating right now in the game, but it is dropping like 3 times, and if you play a battle it is dropping even more, so I don't know, we'll see how they are going to deal with that. Also, Battle Pass 2023 Season 11, they revealed vehicles which are going to be the special tanks in the next Battle Pass season, and I have to say I'm actually quite excited about the list of vehicles over there and couple other new things, and I'm going to talk about all of this in today's video, and also I'm going to add timestamps on the video for your viewing pleasure if you're interested in any specific topic. So let's dive right into it. Let's start with the Steel Hunter Reborn, which now is going to have a respawn mechanic built into it. Now you will have a second chance to take revenge on your opponents at an early stage of the battle. You are able to respawn in the first 5 minutes into the safe location, so this gives you maybe more aggressive, or it can give you a little bit more aggressive approach to the battle early on. You know, you can take some risks, and overall balance seems like was changed in the Steel Hunter Reborn game mode, meaning that the lower upgraded tanks now have better chance, or should have a better chance, versus higher upgrade tiers. So this is one thing they did, respawn feature, and also AI-driven opponents were added called Marauders, which is very nice touch actually. I do not mind this in this type of game mode, which they have 3 different Marauders. Hares, or hares, I guess, are small and dynamic vehicles that try to run away from you after being spotted. Wolves are aggressive, versatile opponents that will attack you from a distance, basically sniper version of this. And the bears are the most powerful enemies, guarding the loot. They will engage you in close combat, but will stop fighting when you move away from them. So also some matchmaking changes in Steel Hunter. Your experience and individual mastery have always been your main advantage, but in the Battle Royale format, where only the best wins, it may be challenging for new players to compete with more experienced hunters. Indeed, that was always the issue, because you know, someone who plays the game a lot versus a new player is always going to win in this type of game mode, even when under upgraded basically. And also some other changes, like the number of players in the solo queue is 15, not 20 anymore, but in a 2-player platoon it is still going to be 20, so 10 2-man platoon. Reload time reduced when upgrading your vehicle's gun, including auto-loading ones, by 50%, and all special vehicles will be available from the start, and there will not be any rental tanks anymore, which is also nice, and some other things. So how are you excited about the new Steel Hunter Reborn? Are you going to try it out? Me personally, I have to say I really did like Steel Hunter overall, because it's just completely different game, you know, compared to the randoms, and I like to jump into it every now and then, just between random battles, you know, let's say 20 random battles played, and then jumping into some Steel Hunter action, just to reset your brain a bit. But what is your take on it? Let me know. Moving on, next up, Frontline, and the map, the battle you are watching on the background, was actually a battle which I was able to get on the test server on the new Frontline map called Fata Morgana or Fata Morgana, 30 versus 30 battle, 3 times 3 kilometer, which takes you to a location on the heated sands of Northern Africa. And actually this map had quite a nice feel. I like the brightness of this tank, but of course I have to play tens and tens of more battles to see, to understand how balanced or imbalanced this map is, how hard it is to attack, how hard it is to defend, and so on. The one battle I was able to get was me defending, and we lost the battle because there were, like, I think it was the third pillbox or something like that, where they were able to destroy the third pillbox without us being able to do anything about countering them, because the enemy team was shooting the pillbox behind the hill from somewhere, and we had like no counterplay for that. But of course we have to play way more to understand how it actually works. Also some balance improvements for the Frontline. In the upcoming episode of Frontline, all players will get an additional 1.5% bonus to their crew major qualification for each general they have in their team, up to maximum 10 generals, so up to max 15% bonus to crew major qualification. You know, the more generals you have in your team, the better your overall team is going to be. It can be a very dangerous snowbally thing, you know, if one side is losing massively, doesn't have any generals, and the other team has 6-7 generals, well, of course the snowball gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Now everything in your team is stronger, and the enemy is getting left behind even more. So I'm not super sure if this is balanced. We have to play more, but you know, if both teams get some generals, it doesn't get carried away too much. I would say, like, if one team has 5 generals, the other team has 2 generals, the difference is not that big, but you know, you still have a chance, but it has a snowbally taste to it, I would say so. Combat reserves now get levels on all the reserves altogether. You will upgrade them to level 2 upon reaching the captain rank, and to level 3 upon reaching the major rank. Field repairs will restore all damaged modules upon activation, and minefield received a little nerf as well. They will now have a 3-second activation time after being deployed, so you have basically 3 seconds to escape that minefield area. In faster tanks you're able to do that, in heavy tanks not so much still. So the new Frontline coming back. The map felt good, but only one battle played. I liked the feel or the theme of the map, but how balanced it is, this is the most important thing, and for that, of course, I have to play more. But I was able to get into this battle after 17 plus minutes of queue time, even though they are actually rewarding testers who are playing the Frontline on the common test. If you play 3 battles over there, you will get 100 points, 5 battles 100 points plus 50% credit booster, and if you play 7 battles you will get 100 points plus 3 personal reserves plus 50% to credits, and the 3 World of Tanks premium days as well. So if you're a free-to-play player, maybe you want to check it out and test it out, and you should be getting those on your main account, right? On your live server. This is what they said as well. But yeah, what do you think about the new map? Are you excited about Frontline? Let me know. Moving on to the next topic, and this is the service record, which is completely reworked. You are able to change the medals it displays, the main medals it displays, basically clicking over here. Let's say I would like to replace this Top Gun with what do I want to, like, eye for an eye, yeah? I would like to do that, apply and exit, and it is going to show those medals over here, whichever medal or reward you want to change. This has a rating, it has different tiers: bronze, silver, gold, master, legend, and everything has 3 tiers as well on the top of that. But this is, you know, I don't know how exactly it works on the test server, but there has already been feedback from the players who have, let's say, 10,500 rating on their live server right now, and when they logged into the test server it dropped down to 4,000 or 5,000 or something like that, and if they played the battle it dropped down to even more. So I do not know exactly how it is working over here. Maybe it is taking the last battle only from the live server and then it throws it over here. So just, you know, just take that with a grain of salt. It is not the 100% accurate. I don't think so, at least. Like what I would like to see, me myself personally, I would like to see recent statistics, like let's say maybe last 3 months as the main statistics. And if you want to see overall statistics of the player, you are going to click somewhere like the look overall or whatever, because I honestly do not care how a player played 10 years ago, how a player played like even 7 years ago, because players, if they want to play the game and want to improve, they are always improving as well. And if it is showing, let's say, a 50% win ratio for someone over here, but the recent 3 months, the player has improved a lot. He's going to be like, the recent is going to be like, let's say 60, 55, 57. That gives a lot better picture how the player is currently playing the game. So if Wargaming would add something like that, that would be absolutely fantastic in my opinion. But yeah, now you're able to customize that a bit, and just different statistics shown over here. This is just one of my accounts, for example. I bet if I play a random battle over here, this would change quite drastically. So I'm not even paying attention on this number right over here, because honestly it does not matter right now. We'll see how it is going to be implemented to the live server. Next up, moving on to the Battle Pass Season 11, and this is the line of vehicles. T-57 Heavy, Type 5, and in the middle is what seems to be Foch B, if I am not mistaken. Looking at the barrel size of the gun, it should be Foch B, right? Even though T-57 Heavy already has 3D style, Type 5 already has the Gauge style or something like that as well. Quite an awesome style on Type 5 already. So does it need another one? Not so much in my opinion. We have many tanks that doesn't have any 3D style action, but Foch B over here, T-57, like I can't hate the line of tanks, and quite like it. And on the top of that, Battle Pass, where is this? Battle Pass Season 11, all Battle Pass core mechanics remain unchanged, but we have updated both reward tracks. Base rewards will include pieces of experimental equipment. Ladies and gentlemen, experimental equipment pieces, components is going to, or the income for those Wargaming is opening up more and more, because from the Call to Mars event we were able to get those, and finally from the Season 11 as well. While improved rewards will contain gold, so you are getting some gold value back from the improved reward. 2,500 gold to upgrade that, and seems like you're going to get some of it back. As always, tokens, you get extra tokens to unlock the Project 07HK as well. So Battle Pass runs until the end of May, the current one, right, if I'm not mistaken. And talking about some other things over here, oh yeah, the loading screen of the game client, by the way, was updated as well. Seems like we do not have the legendary cogwheel anymore. Like once you start up the game, there is going to be a different loading screen. I've already seen like Italian tanks over there, or Soviet tanks, and just different loading. There is a loading bar instead of that legendary cogwheel, which sometimes keeps on spinning uncontrollably, right? So once you log in, you can see some tank action already, or once you open up the game, you can see some tank action already. Nothing game-changing, but a touch over there. And Kampfpanzer 07PE, this is the Tier 10 German heavy tank, and also GSOR 1010FB, the wheeled vehicle, were added for testing by the Supertest players. And this is so far the update 1.21. There is no Steel Hunter testing right now. If that comes out, I'm going to check it out, and I will let you know, guys, how it is. But I was able to test the new Frontline map at least. So yeah, what do you think about all of that? Let me know in the comment section down below, because I'm done. Have a nice Friday. Have a nice weekend. Stay awesome, stay beautiful, stay sexy, take care, and bye.